All right. I am extremely excited to welcome everybody to the 5-day online Better Body Challenge. Come on, if you're here tuning on live with us, put some love in the chat and make some noise and say, let's go. If you are ready to accomplish the results of this 5-day challenge, which is to number one, help you get in shape, lose weight, and to become pain-free, I want you to get excited and make some noise by posting some fire emojis, put let's go in the chat. I'm super excited for what we're going to be doing during this 5-day challenge as we help you to embark on a journey that you've probably started before. You probably may not have finished, or you probably may have even accomplished before, but for whatever reason, you found it difficult to be able to stay with the journey and the decision that you wanted to make to get in shape, to stay fit, be healthy, lose weight, and to maximize your potential when it comes to being the healthiest version of yourself. I'm super excited for everybody who is here tuning on the different platforms with us on YouTube and here in our live room. Listen, you have not registered for the 5-day Better Body Challenge so that you can be a part of the community and be a part of all of the great things that we're doing, go ahead and go to betterbodychallenge.com. There's still time for you to register. Sign up at the betterbodychallenge.com. Go to betterbodychallenge.com and sign up so that you can be a part of our community and all the special things that we have for everybody who's registered. And welcome to those who have joined in the live Zoom as well. So I want to take a quick moment to let you know, especially if this is your first Better Body Challenge, I want to let you know what to expect from this challenge and what exactly is the Better Body Challenge. Let's jump into it. And I want to share this with you really quickly. And this is going to be extremely helpful for you as we dive into this. So give me 1 second as I flip this screen so that you can go ahead and see what we are all about and what you can expect for this weekend. Is going to be amazing opportunity, and you are going to be grateful and glad that you joined. So hopefully in a moment you'll see my screen, and then we're going to dive right into this. So the Better Body Challenge, what exactly is it? You're like, man, I heard about it, I saw it, I was excited about it. And if you're watching here, you're tuning in, go ahead and let me know where you're tuning in from, why you wanted to be part of the Better Body Challenge. What stood out to you? Why did you register? So just to let you know, this is a 5-day online challenge. And what are the three things we're focused on helping you to achieve? You are going to get a propelling, a catalyst, a push, a launch into the deep, not just of things that you've experienced before, but in a way that you've never experienced it before. Most people have tried before to get in shape. Most people have tried before to lose weight. Most people have tried to become pain-free or injury-free. But I can assure you unequivocally that the way I'm going to show you how to embark on this journey is going to be in a way that you've never, ever heard about it or considered or thought about it before. I can just give you that guarantee. And I wish I could give you a money back guarantee, but you didn't pay any money to be a part of this challenge. So the great thing is you didn't pay anything to be a part of it, and therefore you don't have to worry about a money back guarantee, but it is going to cost you something if you're going to step up to the plate and embrace the 5-day challenge. Come on, if you're watching live, if you're tuning in, if you're here as a registrant of the challenge, go ahead and put this in the chat. Put embrace the challenge. Come on, put that in the chat right now. Embrace the challenge. This 5-day challenge is going to challenge you, but it's going to cause you to do the things necessary for you to produce change. Come on. Change is not produced unless we have a challenge that causes us to rise to the occasion. I want you to put that in the chat right now. Embrace the challenge. So let's talk about this really quickly. What's the 5-day challenge? What is this Better Body Challenge? Well, this Better Body Challenge is a challenge to help you to get rid of every excuse that keeps you from becoming the person that you want to become, achieving the thing that you desire to achieve. Listen, most people signed up and joined this challenge because they were like, well, there are things that I've tried to accomplish that I want to accomplish, and maybe this is another opportunity that'll actually help me to accomplish that which I wanted to in my fitness and my health. Some people are like, I want to put off some extra pounds. I want to wear my favorite clothes again. I want to be able to look, like how I look when I see myself in the pictures. I don't know what your reason was, but one of the things I do want you to do is I want you to make sure you know what your reason is. So go ahead and put it in the chat for me, or in the comments. Come on, you might even be watching this recording of day one of our challenge. Go ahead and put it in the comments, man. What was your reason? Why did you say like, I'm interested in this, I want to do this thing? What is your goal? Because I can tell you for sure, one of the reasons why people do not achieve their health or their fitness goals, you ready for it? One of the reasons why is because they do not actually know what they want to accomplish. They're uncertain, they're unsure, they're not very clear on what they're trying to achieve and what they want to accomplish. And you might say, Dr. Toby, but I've tried some fitness training. I've been with personal trainers and I knew I was trying to lose 100 pounds. I was trying to do this. But you see, the challenge is this. Most people are making choices instead of decisions. You see, you made a choice instead of a decision. And that's one of the reasons why people oftentimes are not very clear on what they're working toward because they've made a choice instead of a decision. Like, what are you talking about, Dr. Toby? I don't get it. What's the difference between a choice and a decision? Here's the difference between a choice and a decision. And one of the reasons why most people aren't really clear about what they're working towards when it comes to actually having a better body and therefore a better lifestyle. So a choice gives you options. You still have the option to choose between that which you desire and that which you actually don't desire, which has been the status quo of your life. See, a choice gives you an option between two things, one of which you desire, the other of which you don't. And so while you're still standing between two choices, you still have options. But a decision really means that you're cutting off all other possible options other than what you desire. Come on. A decision is different from a choice because when you make a decision, you cut off every other option than that which you actually desire. And what I'm telling you is this. You might be somebody who's like, man, I've been having this knee injury for so long. I've been in pain. My knee's been hurting, all of this kind of stuff. And I don't really know what to do. I've tried different things. But here's my question, right? Have you made a decision to say that at all costs, I'm going to help get myself better so that I can do the things that I really desire to do in life? And most people, they have an idea of what they want, but they haven't made a decision that what they want is the only thing that they're going to settle for and the only thing that they're going to settle with. And here's the tough part for most people. The tough part for most people is that no one has ever taught you how to properly make a decision that you actually don't change and turn back on so that you can actually see the results and the outcome of that decision. And this 5-day challenge is going to help you get rid of every excuse that stops you from doing that. Now, here's what I want you to realize. For those who registered, you already know that we're going to be working out and doing some things tonight. But here's what you got to realize. Okay. While I'm going through this, you need to make sure that you're ready because in a few moments, we're going to get to our workout. Listen, you're going to sweat, you're going to get challenged, you're going to be physical during this challenge, and it's going to help you in more ways than one. So I want you to realize that part of how you need to prepare for this challenge is by being ready every single night for the next 5 nights at 8 p.m., being here on time. Listen, for some of those who are still like, man, I'm just stumbling across this on YouTube, go ahead and register because you want to be a part of what we're doing and you don't want to miss anything. And I would encourage you again, go to betterbodychallenge.com. Now, let's keep journeying as you get ready. So here's what you're going to accomplish through this challenge. We're going to help you to get in shape, lose weight, and become pain-free. But we also are going to help you to define what that means. Because one of the problems for why people don't achieve their health and their fitness goals is simply because they actually don't know what they're trying to achieve because they know, well, I want to accomplish this, but they don't really know what that means. They're like, oh, I want to get in shape. I want to lose weight, but they don't really know what that means. They're like, I want to become pain-free, but they still really don't know fully what that means. They're like, oh, what does getting in shape look like for you? And what does it not only look like for you, what does it mean to you if you were to get in shape? What does it mean? Like, I just want to be a healthier person. Okay, cool. What does being healthier mean to you? Like somebody who is maybe you know, on their deathbed, for example, and, they come off their deathbed, but they're walking, strolling in a wheelchair. They're healthier than they were before. But what does it mean to be healthy, right? So I want you to make sure that you define what it looks like for you to be healthier or to get in shape. And what does that actually mean to you? Why that's important? Come on, if you're here tonight and you're like, I want to get in shape, I want to lose weight. Come on, what is your goal? Put that in the comments, put it in the chat. I want to see it from you. What exactly is your goal? What do you want to achieve? Which of these three, or which of maybe these two, does your goal fall under these categories? Getting in shape can look like having more energy every day, being stronger, being looser, more flexible, so that when you're lying on the bed and you wake up in the morning, you're not so stiff and tight and you have to take like 20 minutes to feel like you can actually move around. Losing weight means getting rid of the extra body fat, right? Not having being at risk for obesity or heart conditions that have run in your family, or being, at risk for having a stroke or blood conditions, not having diabetes anymore, not having to take medication, losing weight. What does losing weight mean to you? It can mean fitting in your clothes and losing 100 pounds. But what exactly does that mean to you? Becoming pain free, right? You want to be free from pain. Well, I can tell you one thing. There's something about pain that you're not aware of, but you need to define, what does pain free mean to you? Does that mean fixing old injuries? Does that mean you're able to actually do the stuff that is, you can't do anymore, like playing soccer or running or, going for a jog or playing football or playing basketball because you have those injuries, right? Being pain free doesn't mean that you're going to be able to do those things or perform at your full function. So you got to define, what does pain free mean? That means I want to play basketball without having knee pain. I want to be able to go up and down the stairs without having knee pain. I want to be able to bend over and pick something up from the oven without having pain in my back, right? Because guess what? You might be able to be pain free, but if you do a certain activity, that causes you pain, right? And so you got to define this carefully and say, what exactly do I want? What's the most important thing that I want? All right. Hopefully this is helping you out. So I want to share with you really quickly before we get into our exercises, because every day, like I said, we're going to be doing exercises that are going to help you to begin to get in the process of becoming consistent in your life when it comes to being healthier and achieving your goals. And it's extremely important that I help you to train your mind and change your mind about some things. And here's why. Okay. And you only have a couple more minutes before we start doing our exercises. So get ready to sweat. I hope you have a nice space that you can use. We don't need a lot of space, but I hope you have a place where you can set aside to do some of the workouts. You don't need any equipment for what I'm going to show you how to do, but this is going to be extremely effective to get you started. So 5 reasons why you struggle to get in shape, lose weight, and be fit. And it's so important that I help you to renew your mind, because if you just go through exercises, here's the problem. Your body will never consistently do what your mind is not convinced of. I'll say it again. Your body will never consistently do what your mind is not convinced of. This is super important. Why is it important? Because if you don't change the way you think has been determining how you've been living all this time. The issue isn't that you know that you should work out or exercise or all these things. You already knew that. So you have knowledge, but you don't really have the understanding to put you in a position where you actually are like, okay, cool. I'm going to do this thing consistently now, right? That's the difference. You actually didn't come to a place where you were like, oh, okay, now I can really, really be consistent and really make this thing a lifestyle, which so many people always talk about. So I want to share with you today, and over these next 5 days, I'm going to share with you 5 of the reasons that if your mind is changed about these things, you are going to become consistent and consistently motivated to work out, be fit, lose weight, get in shape, all of those things that you've desired for so long, but you've always found yourself choosing the option of what you did not desire when it came to that decision you wanted to make. So let's jump into reason number 1 on day 1. Reason number 1 why you struggle to be fit, get in shape, and lose weight is this: your view about pain. Now, this is going to be specifically relevant for people who've had injuries, or feel like, man, working out really hurts and stuff like that. I'm afraid of my knees or my back or whatever the case may be. And here's one of the reasons why you struggle to be consistent is your view of pain actually prevents you from doing what's going to help you make progress in the direction that you're trying to go in. You have a view of pain that actually prevents you from being consistent in the lifestyle of working out. This can be if you have a particular injury specifically that you know of, or even if you just simply feel like, man, working out just hurts and I don't feel like doing it. Here's the issue. Your view of pain is that pain is negative, but pain is not necessarily negative, it's informative. I want to explain this to you because no one wants to experience pain, and no one has to actually experience pain in order to, be somebody who's healthy or fit. But if you have an injury, maybe you have knee issues, back issues, whatever the case, shoulder problem, whatever the case is, the issue is this: you think pain is negative, but pain is actually informative, and pain should actually be informing you of where the weak links are in your body, what the challenges are, and something that needs to be addressed. And so because you feel like pain is negative, what you haven't realized is that that pain that's negative is actually informing you of something that needs to be addressed, that you're actually making as a reason or an excuse for why you don't work out, but the pain is supposed to be informing you of the need and necessity to work out. and to get it fixed. Now, I'm not telling you to just work out through the pain because that's one of the problems that people do. They're just like, oh, I'm gonna just work through it. I felt some issues on my shoulders when I was bench pressing or doing this workout one day and then I stopped working out. Well, the pain was informing you that there's a problem, but it wasn't informing you to stop exercising. It also wasn't informing you to stop, to keep exercising through it. It was informing you that you needed to get help with the situation so that you could figure out what's the root cause of the pain I'm feeling, what's the root problem, and then from there, how do I actually address this issue so I can keep doing the thing that I always needed to do in the first place. I hope this is helping you wherever you are watching this from. If this is helping you, put helping in the chat. And again, we're about to start working out in a moment, but I got to give you this reason, 5 reasons. Well, today is reason number 1. I want to show you another thing about your view of pain, that problem for you. You might think that pain is what limits you, but the problem your pain causes is what limits you, right? The problem that your pain is causing is what's limiting you. So the issue is this: most people are like, well, I have pain, so therefore I can't work out, X, Y, and Z, right? But there's actually a problem that underlies the pain. There's a problem that is causing the pain, and the pain is just the alarm, right? Think about it. When your smoke detector goes off, your smoke detector is going off. The issue is not to stop making the smoke detector go off. The issue is to address the thing that's making the smoke detector to go off. So most people don't realize that your pain is just an alarm. But if you try to just get rid of the pain, the issue is you still may not have fixed the root problem that's causing the smoke detector of the pain to go off. And so you have to realize it's not the pain that's limiting you. It's the actual problem behind the pain that's the limitation. And once you can begin to fix this, which you're going to learn over the 5-day challenge, it's going to make a big difference. But this is the first step. The first step is changing your mind, because you won't fix a problem that you don't believe exists. If you think the pain is a real problem, then what you're going to do is camp around trying to fix the pain alone without addressing the root problem. Come on, if you're watching this tonight, put root problem in the chat. Address that root problem. You got to get it addressed. And sometimes, and most of the time, you're going to need a rehab specialist, a better body specialist like myself, to help you realize what is the actual root issue. Because sometimes the issue may not even be that you have arthritis. The issue might just be that you sit at your desk all day with bad posture and you never knew it or realized it. And no matter whether you have arthritis or not, as long as you continue to keep living that way or moving that way in your daily life, that is going to be the reason why you feel the pain after getting injections, taking meds, doing all kind of stuff, going to chiropractors, going to physical therapists, all this kind of stuff. If you don't realize the root problem, you're never going to be able to get back to where you want to be. So let's keep going. Your view of pain. You might think pain is a problem for your performance. You're like, man, I want to play basketball. I want to be able to stand for longer periods of time. Maybe you sing and you're like, man, I can't even stand on my feet or jump around because I lead worship, or I do music and concerts and stuff like that. And you feel like the pain is the issue for why you can't perform in whatever area of life that you want to. But here's the issue. Your pain is the problem, right? The issue is that your pain is the reason why you need a rehab plan. You need a plan to rehab yourself to be able to perform at a high level. And pain is not the issue, because you have to have a clear direction of what you need to do to get back to 100%, 110%, so that you don't have to worry about this issue again. And then lastly, I want you to see this. Most people think, or second to last, most people feel like pain is a part of aging. And this view of pain is why you can't get in shape. This view of pain is why you're not able to get fit, why you're not able to lose weight. You think pain is normal to the process of aging. It's not normal. Pain is not a part of the aging process. Pain is only a problem for those who don't know how to age well and those who can't take care of their body, because they don't know, they're not informed, and they think that pain is a natural part of the aging process. They're like, oh, I'm 30 now, back pain's coming on, right? Like, it's not normal. That is not a normal thing. It's common, but it's not normal. Come on, if you're watching this in tonight, put this in the chat. Common, but not normal. Having back pain at the age of 30 and in your 40s and even in your 50s. It's common, but it's not normal. And the reason why it's common is because most people don't know what I'm telling and sharing with you guys today and over these 5 days, that you can become pain-free. You can get in shape and lose weight and feel better about your body now than you did 10 years ago. This challenge is going to be the reason why you realize it's possible for you to feel 5 to 10 years younger if you begin to live the lifestyle, the better body lifestyle. Come on, somebody put better body lifestyle in the chat. If you're ready to live the better body lifestyle, then this is for you. Okay, last one, your view of pain, right? Let's talk about it really quickly. Your pain is the reason why you're suffering. If you think that's the case, then that's one of the reasons why you can't get in shape, you can't lose weight, and you're struggling to be able to get fit, right? Or to, become pain-free, because you think your pain is the reason why you're suffering. But the issue is not your pain, it's your knowledge, your information, your awareness of how to relieve the pain. If you knew how to relieve the pain wouldn't be an issue. So the pain is not really the main thing. The real thing is, what am I supposed to do to really relieve this issue, to relieve the pain? If you knew that, the pain wouldn't be causing you suffering, because you would know how to fix it, relieve and address the problem, and you'd be able to relieve your suffering. But the pain is not the issue. We focus so much on pain that we don't realize the problem goes beyond just what we're experiencing in our physical body. But this challenge is going to help you to realize how to address some of these things. So I want us to get ready for our workout. It's time to get into the challenge now. So if you're ready for the challenge, just put in the chat ready. I'm excited for those who are ready to dive into tonight for our challenge. I'm going to take you through a series of exercises. And guess what? Over these next 5 days, we have something special for you each day. And for people who are having injuries or in pain, I'm going to give you some ground rules that are going to help you to understand how you can partake and participate in this challenge. Number one thing you have to realize, more pain does not mean more progress. So that means if you experience pain or difficulty or discomfort while you are exercising, you want to either stop or modify how you're doing this. And I'm going to show you different modifications for how you can do some of the exercises. Everything that we're going to do today and this 5 days does not require any equipment at all. It's going to be all at home, because the biggest thing that you need to do is realize that you can start today. In fact, starting today is too late. Yesterday was the best time to start. Today is the next best time to start. Tomorrow is too late. So everything that you're going to start right now is going to be effective, and you don't need any equipment to get in shape. Listen, all the benefits of being more flexible, having less stiffness, having less pain, you can fix all of those things by doing exercises right from home with no equipment. And this is why, as a better body specialist, I'm coming to educate you on how you can help your body be fit and be better for yourself and work better. All right. So guess what? Here's how I define fitness. Fitness is getting your body to be able to do what it's required to do better. That's just simply what fitness is. If you want to become fit, you have to define what fitness means. And here's my definition of fitness for you. Fitness is the ability for your body to do what's required to do better. All right. So first thing that you want to realize is more pain doesn't mean more progress. You're going to stop or modify any activities that feel painful or uncomfortable. You can even avoid some things, because until you get the knowledge for how to fix those things, what you need to focus on is not pushing through it, but seeking for the help that you need to be able to do some of those things. So that's why you're a part of this challenge. And that's why you want to register, so that you can be a part of the community where you're going to get some of the questions, tutorials for how to rehab your injuries during our challenge. So you got to be a part of our registered community to be able to do that. And you're going to want to make sure that you register so that you can get access to the community where we're answering questions and teaching you tutorials about how to address your pain, your injuries, all that kind of stuff. But tonight we're getting into our exercises, and it's going to be extremely effective. So number one, more pain doesn't mean more progress. Number two, you control the number of reps and the depth of your exercise. So as we're performing exercises, you can control how many you do and the number of how far into the motion that you go. And I'm going to explain this continually as we do some of the exercises. Number three thing that you need to realize is that, listen, it's challenge by choice. So guess what? Challenge yourself according to what you feel comfortable doing. And remember that you control depths and reps. So I'm going to give you guys a strata for different exercises of beginner, moderate, or beginner, intermediate, and advanced level in terms of the number of repetitions you're going to do based on where you feel comfortable and based on where you fall in that category for that particular exercise. So we are going to jump right into tonight, and I'm super excited for what we got going on. Our first exercise is going to require us to warm up and get our body feeling nice and comfortable with just general movement, stress on our joints, lubricating our tissues. So let's jump into the first exercise. We are going to be doing what's called a push-up to a kneeling. So what does this mean? We're going to be on our knees here in this position. And in fact, we can even lie on our stomach. We're going to lie here on our stomach, and we're going to push ourselves up and go to our knees. Very, very simple exercise. Now, if this is the hardest level for you to do this exercise, we go from here and we go into a push-up and we come back. That's the most advanced level. The moderate or intermediate level is where you're going to be on your stomach, push yourself up, walk yourself back, on your knees, come back down, and come all the way down. That's the moderate level. Push yourself up, or you can push yourself up from your knees, which is even easier, and come back. All right, so I'll demonstrate again. Hardest level is we're here. We're gonna do a push-up, come up, back to our knees. Push, back and forth. This is just warming up our entire body in the simplest, easiest way. And this is a great exercise. Why? Because I can warm up my tissues and all my entire body in a way that's very simple and straight to the point without spending a lot of time exercising by doing exercises that help to address my entire body in terms of flexibility, strength, and joint protection all at the same time. So this one exercise engages your entire body. And if you're someone who's like, oh, I'm so busy, I don't have time to exercise, I'm telling you, finding exercises like this that we're going to show you throughout this week is going to be helpful so that you can realize you actually have more time to exercise, and you don't even need more time because it doesn't take a lot of time. All right. So first thing that we're going to do, again, this is the hardest version. I'm just demonstrating for you now. Easier version or moderate is where we're here. We push up, walk ourselves back, and come forward and back down. Push yourself up, walk back, and come back down. That's the moderate version. Easiest version, push yourself up and reach back like that. All right? Come onto your knees and reach back and come back down to your knees. Okay? So staying on your knees, doing that push up on your knees. We push here on from our knees and then walk back. All right. So we're going to do 3 rounds of 10 of these. We're going to do 10 and then we'll jump into our next exercise. All right. So let's get into this first one. We got to knock out 10. If 10 are too difficult for you, you can do 5. If 10 are too easy, you can do 15. So we have 3 categories, 5, 10, and 15. Choose your position, and we're going to do our first round of our push-up to kneeling. Ready? Let's knock out our 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful job. Awesome job. I hope you're hanging in there. Really great. So that was our first exercise, and we're going to go through our next ones, and then we're going to go through our full round of exercises. So again, pick your position. And for this next exercise, we're going to do shoulder taps. We're going to be here, tapping the shoulders. So what we're doing, tap those shoulders. This is the hardest version. Easier version is where we just bend our knees and keep ourselves here. Harder version, legs fully straight. Intermediate version is here. Most easiest version, or for beginners, we're here, just like this. All right? So choose your position. We got to knock out 10. We're going to count from 1, 2, 3, all the way to 10. Ready? And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job. Awesome job. I hope you're hanging in there. I know this might be super simple for some people, but this is day 1, and I can assure you that this is going to be a challenge in a moment. So let's go into our next exercise. I'm going to show you a triceps press. We're going to be here on our forearms. We're going to have our legs like this. This is the hardest version. Let me demonstrate first. What you're going to do is straighten those arms, just like this. All right? Easier version. Have yourself on your knees. Move forward like this and straighten those elbows. Right? Easier version is if our elbows are closer to our knees. This is the easiest version. Easiest version of this exercise. All right? We're going to do 3 sets of 10. So get into your preferred position, pick your position, and let's knock out 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. So I'm sure your arms are on fire at some point, or you're probably feeling a little bit of distress. But this is just our beginner round. So we have a couple more exercises to do. Next exercise we're going to do is called our dips. You need absolutely nothing for this. All you're going to do is get into this crab position, just like this. And we're going to bend those elbows, just like so. Bend those elbows, okay? Easiest way to do this exercise, or the hardest way, is where we're up here and we just bend those elbows. Again, you can control the depth of how deep you go, and you can control the number of reps you choose to do. You can bend your arms less or more, but make sure that as you're feeling this, you should feel no pain or discomfort anywhere. So modify that based on how you're feeling. But we're gonna do 3 rounds of 10, and this is just round 1. So let's jump into our 10 of these. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job. Awesome stuff. All right, now we're gonna go right back to the top and do our workout. So we're gonna start off with our kneeling, our push-up to kneeling. Again, we're here in this position. Boom, back to our knees. Boom, back to our knees. Make it easy. You can push yourself up, walk yourself back, and so forth, all right? You can also start from here and push yourself back and go onto your knees and push up, and just like so, all right? This time we're gonna go through all of the rounds and all the exercises straight through. So we're gonna do 2 rounds of our push-up to kneeling. And this is where it gets tough for some of us, all right? So we're gonna do 2 rounds. We're gonna take about a 15 to 20 second break in between each round. And let's go into our push-up to kneeling. Ready? And let's go. 1, 2, 3. You got it. 4, let's get it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job. We're going to take a quick 20-second break. As we do that, we're going to get ready to go into our next round. Now, I just want to remind you, coming up after this exercise is we're going to do our shoulder taps, and you can pick any position that you want to choose to do that one in. We're going to do our next exercise after this. We got one more round of our push-up to kneeling. Again, pick your position, keep count, go at your own pace. You control the depth and the reps, and let's get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I love it. Awesome job. All right. We're moving on to our next exercise. We're going to be doing our shoulder taps. So again, pick your preferred position. Keep count and go at your own pace. We got 2 rounds of 10 with a 20-second break in between. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Love it. Awesome job. We got 20 seconds to rest in between. Come on. If you're feeling the burn right now, put feeling the burn in the chat. For some of us, this might be super, super easy. But again, this is day 1, and we want to make sure that we don't injure ourselves in the process, because we want to get our bodies comfortable and used to doing these exercises in the proper form. So keep an eye out for how your body's feeling. Monitor your body. And remember, more pain doesn't mean more progress. So we got one more round of our shoulder taps. Let's get into position. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job. All right, we're going into our dips for our next exercise. We have our dips. Let's get into it. And we got 2 rounds of 10 with a 15-second break in between. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome job. Awesome. We got one more round of 10 for those, and then we're going to do our kneeling tricep extensions. So let's get ourselves ready for this last round of our dips. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome job. Awesome job. Next exercise is we have our kneeling tricep extensions. So we're going to be, again, easiest way, knees, elbows are closer to knees, and you're just propping up. Make it harder. Move that body and your elbow further away from your knees. We're knocking out 2 rounds of 10. 15-second break in between, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome job. As always, remember, keep count and go at your own pace, all right? So let's get into round number 2. We got just a few more seconds before we get into our second round, and then we're going to hit our grand finale exercise right after we finish these. Let's get into this last round for our triceps press. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome job. Come on, give yourself a round of applause. Pat yourself on the back. If you can still raise your arm up, hopefully you can. We're going to do our grand finale exercise. We're always going to finish off with our core exercise as a great way to make sure that we engage our core, which helps with addressing back issues and all kind of other pains that we can experience in our hips as we get a stronger core. So we're going to hit our core exercise. I'm going to show you what our core exercise is for today. And we're going to be doing 3 rounds of 25. So get excited. You might be like, I've never done 25 of anything in my life. Well, guess what? You're going to do it today. Or like I said, you control depth, meaning how far in the motion you go, and you control reps. So drop it down by 5 or by 10 if you need to. We're going to do 3 rounds of 25. So let's jump right into tonight's last core exercise. We're going to be here doing what's called an air bicycle. Hardest way to do this is here in this position. Opposite elbow to opposite knee in this position. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. Easier way to do this is keeping your back on the ground and lifting up, bringing that knee closer to you, okay? So those are the options that we have for how you can do this. And even easier way is keeping your body here, chest, without touching, just rotate slightly. It's gonna be in position. Keep count, and let's go at your own pace. Let's knock out 25. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Awesome job. All right, we got 2 more rounds of that. I hope you're hanging in there. 2 more rounds. So how are you feeling? Put it in the chat. Let me know how you guys are doing across all the platforms. Let's hear how you guys are doing. Awesome. Awesome job. We got 1 more round, 10 more seconds before we start our next round. Let's get into this next round. Ready? And pick your position. Go at your own pace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Awesome job. Awesome job. All right. You're making it. We got just 1 more round. So let's make it count. 1 more round. And as always, like I said, keep count, go at your own pace, and choose your preferred position. So we're going to do this final round for our core exercise. And this is probably burning for some people, but even if you chose a harder position initially, you can always step it back down by doing an easier position for the last set or for the previous sets that you're doing. You can modify which position you do depending on what you can tolerate. So let's get into the last one. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Awesome job. I hope you endured and you made it. I hope you survived that workout. So today is day 1 of the Better Body Challenge. We're going to help you to get launched, not only in being confident when it comes to your dieting, your nutrition, exercise, working out, but changing the mindset, which stops us from being able to do all of those things consistently. So I want to encourage you, if you haven't signed up, you're tuning in from one of our live streaming broadcast platforms, go to betterbodychallenge.com to sign up. For those who are participants, make sure you get access to the group and the community so you can be involved in all the great stuff that we're doing. The next couple of days, we're going to take it up a notch, but also supply you some great knowledge of some of the questions you've been wondering, like, I don't really know what to eat, what kind of diet I should have, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do that. All of the I don't knows, we're going to answer for you so that you can know and be certain that it's not knowledge that's limiting you, but it's actually your own limitation or excuse that you've made that is going to, once you renew your mind, allow you to come into the experience of a changed life and a better body because of that. So hopefully you found tonight as helpful and as a good appetite whetter as we get started. Because listen, once you make a decision to make the lifelong journey of being a healthier person, you've cut off every other option for whatever you desire. And so what that means is you're ready to go on a lifelong journey of accomplishing that which you desire in terms of your health and your fitness. So I can't wait to see you guys. For those tuning in on YouTube and other platforms, hit the subscribe button so you can be abreast of all the videos that we make to help you stay healthy, pain-free, fit, and mobile. Because here, what we do is we help you to accomplish and discover the wealth that starts with your health. So subscribe to the channel and comment for me. How did you do during today's challenge workout? If you feel like this was easy, say easy. If you feel like it was hard, say hard. If you feel like it was moderate, say moderate. What was the most challenging exercise for you? Would love to see that from you guys in the comments. And God bless you guys. And I'll see you guys on day 2. Make sure you're part of our group chat community that you'll see for those who register. And I'll see you guys soon. Have a good rest of your evening.